Today I'm going to be showing you how to take your headlight assembly from this to this. Alright guys, I'm not going to waste too much time here. Jumping right in, you have two 4mm on each side you need to break loose. This front one right here should pop out with a washer. Make sure you keep hold of these because you will be reusing them for the LED bar. Once you have both of these bolts on the sides break loose, you should be able to pull forward and lift up. I've already done this conversion, so I'm just showing you a quick dirty how-to. But when you do take it apart, make sure you're careful. You have some blinkers in there. You'll have your actual headlight bulb in here attached to some wiring. Just be careful with that. You have your main bulb right here. You just pull that loose. You'll have a indicator light right here. You'll have a little tab up here. You'll press that down, pull it out, and up in each of these slots you'll have a couple of turn signals that you can trace back to where they're plugged in there. Same deal with the indicator light. Just a little tab, press down, pull out, and then this whole assembly here will come out. I'm just using this little spacer here on each side to help me mount it up here because the space is a little bit wider than the original stock holes. And you're going to want to run your wire in basically ground to ground. Yeah, so black is going to go into this far right side here. Then you're going to go red to this top one here. So black, red, and that'll give you the light. And then an added bonus is, if you know anything about riding lots at night, sometimes you're trying to do like stand-up wheelies and stuff, and the light will be blinding you. So the bonus of this is now your high beam will act as an off switch for your lights. As you can tell, how I got it bolted on here, bolt, bracket, spacer into the stock mount on each side, and then up here you have a couple adjustments as well. And now let's get to work on how to install this bad boy. All you need is 3 zip ties for it, and that's it. If you get this specific one, you only need 3 zip ties. It has a spot down here and down here to go around the forks, and then you have this hole in the center, and I just feed that. Might be a little hard to see exactly what I'm doing, but I go behind this little thing here, behind the next one over, just like that. It's behind each of these, and this will give you a super nice tight fit. And I like to start with this up here, and you'll just pull this slack out here, and then you tie it in right here. It's kind of hard to film with one hand, so I'll show you after I'm done. Like I said before, this specific number plate here, it comes with nice little holes down here with the little straps that go around your fork legs. One thing to be mindful of when you're putting this on, make sure you're mindful of the routing of the throttle cables here, your brake line, and any electronics you have running through here. Make sure you're just mindful of that, and make sure you're not going to bind on anything when you're turning. Pick the bike up, make sure you can turn, and the throttle still moves like it should. Make sure you do all that before you go ride, because if you turn the bars and you have a sticky throttle, well, you know that's not going to work. So just something to be a heads up of. And like I said, not much to it at all. Probably the longest part that'll take you is crimping all your wires and connectors for the light. It's honestly a 10-15 minute job.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.